This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless.
I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's hand.
Your master betrayed you, as he once betrayed his brother. A revenge years in the planning.
Thousand cuts.
He trained you to fight a tyrant, but with a flaw. He wanted you vulnerable in your moment of triumph.
I'm healed. Thousand cuts. Key focus. Golden forward. Thousand cuts. Thousand cuts.
The dragon amulet is in his hands, reassembled. He will consume my power, but all is not lost. Seek my light.
Thousand cuts. Key focus. Golden forward. Thousand cuts.
master claims the throne and my power. He will rule as a god unless...
Golden Boar. Thousand cuts. Thousand cuts. Thousand cut. Thousand cut. Thousand cuts.
You have done well, mortal, but your journey is far from over. Time grows short, and we must act quickly if we are to stop your Master Li. Your master, Sun Li, the glorious strategist, betrayed you. He killed you to claim the power of the Emperor, my power, as his own. You are dead. I am the Water Dragon, immortal guardian of the path to the underworld. I shepherd the dead, leading them to my holy temple in Dirge, the gateway to the afterlife. But 20 years ago, the Emperor and his brothers attacked Dirge. They burned my temple, slew my servants, and defiled my body so the Emperor could claim my power. When Emperor Sun Hai fell, I reclaimed some of my power, enough to call your spirit here. But now I am fading once more. Sun Li consumes my energy. Your former master has long desired power, to impose his will on the Empire. His plan took years to form, but the prize was too grand to let go to waste on his brother's madness. He consumes my essence to become a god, but he does not yet fully control his power. That is why I could bring you here, and why we can speak now. My strength wanes. We must act quickly. For you to fulfill your destiny, I must send you to Dirge now, while Sun Li struggles to control his newfound power. The glorious strategist knows patience. Li has planned this for 20 years. When Dirge fell, he rescued you only because he believed you were a tool he could use. You will learn this and more, but we must move quickly. When he discovers what I have done, he will try to seal this realm and prevent me from sending you to Dirge. My temple at Dirge is defiled. I do not have the power to restore you to life, but I can send your spirit to Dirge, so you may cleanse the taint corrupting my holy sanctum. Hurry! If you restore the fountains of Dirge, I can restore you to life. If you do not, Master Li will become unstoppable. Seek out Abbot Song. He will help you. Restore the fountains of Dirge. Restore my power, and I will speak to you again.
I'm healed. Thousand cuts. Key focus. Golden Boar. Thousand cuts. Thousand cut. Thousand cut. Thousand cuts.
This cannot be. Is it really possible? I sense the mark of the Water water dragon upon you. You have returned! I am the spirit of Abbot Song, slain many years ago by the glorious strategist. Before my death, I was the head of the Spirit Monk Order, your order. Master Li? He is Sun Li, the traitor. How out of balance the world has become when one of our order believes Sun Li to be his master. You are a spirit monk, born here in Dirge and cleansed in the sacred fountains. You were an infant the day the Emperor and Sun Li attacked our monastery. I tried to save you from the slaughter, only to lose you to Li when he ripped you from the arms of your dying guardian. I can only imagine what lies and distortions he told you about Dirge, your heritage, and his own role in events here. But now, you deserve to hear the truth. 30 years ago, the long drought struck the land. For a decade, crops withered and died. Starving people across the Empire demanded that something be done. Despite his position, Emperor Sun Hai could not alter the natural order. He demanded that his brother, the glorious strategist, concoct a plan to rectify this insult. Through Sun Li's cunning, the armies of the Emperor laid siege to the gates of Dirge. They came to seize the Water Dragon's power and her life-giving waters. The soldiers of the Imperial Army swarmed over us, too many to count. My spirit monks fought bravely, but I knew the battle was lost. We were beaten. All around me, my fellow spirit monks were dying. I tried to hold the attackers at bay. Prince Qin attacked me. And then, Master Li cut me down from behind. The Emperor ascended unopposed, but already Sun Li and Prince Qin plotted against him. The glorious strategist was not content to watch his brother come to power. Emperor Sun Hai, ruler of the Jade Empire, stepped beyond his station and slew the Water Dragon, claiming her power for his own. His brothers tried to strike him down, but they could not know he would be so strong. Infused with the Water Dragon's power, he was now unbelievably powerful. Sun Li escaped with his life, but he left his brother, Prince Qin, to suffer the Emperor's terrible vengeance. A spirit monk child still lived. He killed your guardian. Claiming his identity, no longer a servant of the Emperor, Li abandoned his fearsome armor to become the master you thought you knew. If you and the amulet were the key to defeating his brother, he might still claim that power. Li disappeared with you and the amulet, escaping the Emperor's retribution. With his newfound power, the Emperor, as a taunt to his traitorous brother, bound Qin's spirit to the armor Li had left behind. And Death's Hand was born. You were the last of the spirit monks. Sun Li saw our attempt to save you as confirmation of your importance. He believed you were meant to restore what he helped steal. He trained you to be an instrument of vengeance, an agent to succeed where he and Prince Kin had failed. But with your death, the Emperor is now invincible. Then the glorious strategist has won. You were the last of the spirit monks, but now you are just a ghost like the rest of us. No one is left to oppose Sun Li. You spoke with the water dragon? Of course. Only she could guide your spirit to Dirge, while all others must wander the mortal world. I worried that our last hope had died with you, but now I see you have come to restore the fountains of Dirge. The first step in restoring the water dragon herself. As leader of the spirit monks in life, I am bound by honor and duty to aid you in this task. I swear I will not abandon you until the fountains of Dirge are restored. I can guide you here in Dirge, this lost home of yours. I know the monastery well, and will do everything in my power to help you restore the fountains. You are probably right. We must restore the water dragon's power before Sun Li gains full command of her powers.
I'm healed.
Let's go ahead and save there.
You have nothing to fear here.
Need to change him to support.
Dangerous beings dwell in Dirge.
Instead of attack, I need to change him to support the way I can get everything back during battle.
The monks and soldiers who fell during the battle are trapped here in Dirge. Caught in a never-ending war. They fight, they fall, only to rise and fall again. Lee cut me down on the steps of the temple. My body fell and my spirit rose. Powerless, I fled toward the outer courtyard while the battle still raged. I wanted to see if you had escaped. Instead, I saw Lee take you, and I found myself trapped out here. The Emperor had sealed the gates behind me. My spirit cannot leave Dirge. None of the spirits here can leave. For 20 years, I have been trapped in the outer courtyard, unable to pass through the gates. My hope is that the restoration of the fountain will allow the gates to open. Perhaps inside we can find a way to restore Dirge and free my brethren from this curse. He has trained you in his own image, selfish and oblivious to the suffering of others. Yet I know the water dragon believes in you, and I will not lose hope. Not now.
I'm healed. Keep going. 1,000 cuts.
The guardian of this fountain is destroyed, and I weep for her. She was once one of our order, but lured by Lee's promises of wealth and power, she betrayed us. This thing is the attack, she and several other spirit monks betrayed us by tainting the holy fountains with human blood. Long before the attack, Lee sent spies to bribe some of our weaker members. When they tainted the fountains, the power sustaining us against the army vanished. We spirit monks are guided by honor and duty. These values are ingrained in us from birth. I never imagined one of our own could betray us. After the battle, the Emperor executed Xiangwu and the others, and he used the power of the water dragon to bind their spirits to the fountains. Their crime was terrible, but they did not deserve this fate. They suffered endless torment from which they could never escape. Such is the power of the binding. The binding is a sacred ritual of the spirit monks. We can draw on the power of the water dragon to bind a spirit to us. It is one of our tools for shepherding the dead. Even before Dirge was befouled, there were ghosts in the world. Some spirits would become lost in their journey here, or refuse to let go of the mortal world and go mad. If we found one of these restless ghosts, we could bind it to us and bring it to Dirge. Then we would release the spirit, so the water dragon could lead it into the afterlife. The binding is a great gift from the water dragon, if used properly. But the power can be abused. The Emperor bound the traitors not to himself, but to a place. The spirit can never escape such a binding. It feels an inexorable pull, but it has nowhere to go. It feels a compulsion to obey, but is never given a command. The spirit twists and corrupts, and in its agony, it goes mad. Binding a spirit to a place is a terrible crime for our order. The only thing worse is binding a living creature. Binding the living condemns them to a fate worse than death. It forces the subject to obey and robs them of their free will. As a spirit monk, you must never do such a thing. The ability to bind spirits comes from the essence of the water dragon inside you. You may not have the power now, but one day you will be able to call upon it when needed. But this is not the time for lessons or instruction. The Guardian is dead, but you must place the seal on the fountain for it to be fully restored. It worked! The fountain is restored, and the gates to the inner courtyard have opened.
The first fountain has been restored. You have done well.
Great mistress, it is heaven itself to see you again. I have been so lost without your wisdom.
I have left you without my guidance for far too long, Abbot Solomon. But I could not speak with you. My strength was consumed, contacting the last of the Order. You are the last. There is no one else that can do what you are destined to do. I had to conserve and prepare. I did not know the exact day you would cross to this realm. The glorious strategist laid his plans carefully. The only thing he could not account for was my intervention in the instant after the Emperor's death, before he took my power. You were doomed long before I or my abbot entered your company. Had you deviated from Sun Li's plan, he would have ended his experiment at a time I was still helpless. Li is consuming my power, drawing it through the amulet he stole when he betrayed you. You must restore the next fountain before it is too late. Perhaps, but Sun Hai did not have your amulet. Fortunately, you now see that as a spirit monk, essence gems will serve you without it. It is a pathway, not a source of power. The amulet trains you to access what is already present, something Sun Li misunderstood. However, as a focus, it still allows him to take my power much faster than his brother did. Let the wisdom of the abbot guide you if you need aid. Restore the second fountain, and I will speak to you again, if I am able.
I sense my former student refuses to rest easy. The time for subtlety is past. You are too valuable to abandon a second time. Come, we must return to Dirge.
Second fountain is here, but the seal is missing. This could only be possible if the guardian bound to this fountain has been destroyed. This is troubling. I feel a foul taint here. Something worse than the corruption of the Emperor. Something older. Something not of this realm. There are unnamed things barred from entering both the mortal world and the spirit realm. But with the water dragon gone, such a being may have crossed into Dirge. Such a creature would be drawn to the corruption of the fountain. It must have destroyed the guardian and hidden the seal so the fountain could never be restored. The creature would not go far. Wait, do you feel that? Something is coming. I agree. The demon would not reveal itself without cause. But there may be a way to yet overcome this demon. I know of a gem here The gem has been kept here in the monastery for many generations, guarded by powerful spells that keep evil at bay. The spells persisted, even after Dirge fell. The demon seeks to lure us to its lair, but it may also be trying to lure us away from the gem. We must go through the opposite arch if you wish to claim the gem. You are the last spirit monk. Rewards will not keep you from the gem. Take care. Its power will be like a beacon drawing all manner of dark spirits near. Battling through such creatures may be just as difficult as facing a demon. In any case, the choice is yours.
I'm healed. I'm healed.
Yeah, this way's what I needed.
Thousand cuts. Thousand cuts. Focus. Long Focus. Longsword. Focus. Thousand cuts. Thousand cuts. Golden board. Thousand cuts.
spirits and demons would overrun Earth after the Emperor defiled it. But the corruption is far greater than I ever feared. And worse is yet to come. The temple itself is the center of Dirge's corruption. The taint is at its strongest there. I shudder to think what unknown evil might await us inside. The Water Dragon has faith in you, and I see you have faith in yourself. I must believe such faith is justified. In any case, we have found the sea. We should return to the fountain by the courtyard gates. Restore it with the seals we took from the demon, and the gates to the temple courtyard should open.
Alright, we have the second seal now, and we are going to go get the second seal crack-lacking.
Thousand cuts. Golden Boy. Thousand cuts.
The second fountain is restored. The gates to the temple courtyard. It is difficult for her to make her presence felt, even here in the spirit realm. When Dirge fell, her very essence was corrupted. The power of the Water Dragon is divine. Any mortal touched by it would be instantly consumed. However, the Emperor found a way to corrupt the divine power. The immortal purity of the Water Dragon is befouled by human blood, spilled in the fountains. Her power was tainted, allowing the Emperor ultimately to seize it as his own. The gates are open. We can make our way through the temple courtyard to the temple itself. Inside the temple, you can complete the restoration of Dirge.
Go ahead and save there real quick.
Thousand cuts. Golden Boy. Thousand cuts. Golden Boy. Thousand cuts. Thousand cut. Thousand cut. Thousand cut. Thousand cuts.
second fountain is restored, and for this I thank you. But from this point on, Abbot Song cannot travel with you. He must lead his fellows from their cursed existence.
Great mistress, I have tried to lead them to freedom. They will not listen to me. They cannot even see me. Let me continue on and redeem myself for this faith.
You suffered doubt and defeat, but you are strengthened by the actions of this spirit monk. Go. Lead your fellows to victory and rest. Your path does not lie in the temple.
Yes, great mistress, it is all so clear. I will do as you say, and the spirit monks shall avenge the great slaughter of 20 years ago.
Abbot Song has done all he can for us. For too long he has been apart from his brethren. Now he can finally join them, though their ultimate victory will be up to you. A great evil awaits, and only you have the power to defeat it. Destroy the creature corrupting my temple. Do this, and the restoration of Dirge will be complete. The true corruption of Dirge rests in the temple, where Emperor Sun Hai struck me down. That desecration drew terrible things to Dirge, beings not part of the natural order. An abomination has gorged itself for 2 decades on the pain and suffering released with my murder. 20 years growing strong, feasting on the death of a god. I cannot aid you in this battle. The very taint that feeds your enemy keeps me from entering. Destroy it. Cleanse my temple, and I will speak with you inside.
You cannot join this battle. Your destiny lies in the temple at the top of the stairs.
Thousand cuts.
The taint is destroyed. My temple is cleansed. Dirge is restored. After 20 years, my spirit may once more return to my temple. Your words reveal that which is least pleasing about you. No true spirit monk would be so selfish. Though I blame Lee and his training for this, not you. I can act now, but not for long. Sun Li will soon command all of my power. To complete my restoration, you must return to the mortal world. Find my body and destroy it. Be prepared. Sun Li will not fall as easily as his brother. The Emperor had to proceed slowly. Sun Li has used the amulet to take much more power far more quickly. He has grown so strong that he cannot be defeated while my body still lives. Not even by you. You must find my body in the palace and destroy it before you face him. I am the shepherd of the dead. I can restore your life, though the act will drain me of what little power I reclaimed, and may expose you to even more danger. The maddened spirits that swarm this realm hunger for passage anywhere. I will not be able to stop them following you, but there is no other way. Remember, find my body in the palace and destroy it, or you will not be able to defeat Sun Li. Enter the portal. I return to you the life that was so wrongly taken.
All right, very good.
All right, everyone calm down. We managed to lose them, but we'll have to stay out of sight for a while.
But what can we do now? The last hope for the Empire died in the palace.
I don't know. We'll think of something. For now, we have to make sure we survive.
All is not lost. Hear me.
We must go to Dirge.
What? Why?
We must go to Dirge, quickly. There's no time to explain.
Not sealed quickly enough. Defeat the maddened creatures that have followed you, or your life will once again be undone. Others will find you soon enough.
Sa'ir on Nikufudir, Aknir Sawir Pika. Tuki Wo Sa'ir Dusi, Wo Nika Wonoyu.
Thousand cuts.
Chapter 6.
Focus. Key golden form.
There we go. Whack! Whack!
1,000 cuts. 1,000 cut. 1,000 cut.
Excuse me. I had a sneeze earlier, so that's kind of why I had to mute my mic. Whew. Save there.
You are here, alive. We thought you were dead, and then I had visions of the strangest things.
Dawnstar guided us to this place, but I expected a ghost, not flesh and blood.
I do not know what to say.
My surprise is tempered by knowing that spouses and companions will follow beyond reason. Far, far beyond.
Onoir kupta fanir okkum asso. Siir sukut afikir noni.
Few things are more dangerous than the interest of the heavens.
Pardon the intruder, but might I add the entire army of the Emperor to that list? Or is that too small a thing for your attention?
Wo yoir apafwe ir siir sisitsu toir ok piir okir ikuir wo.
Your former master, my uncle, has taken the Jade Empire as his own. Emperor Sun Li has set the whole of his forces against us, and we are trapped here in Dirge. After you defeated my father, and Li struck you down, he claimed both your amulet and the heart of the water dragon and announced that his rule had begun. The Lotus Assassins were his almost immediately. Your amulet must have allowed him to quickly do what it took my father years to accomplish. We had no choice but to flee. In the days after, the new emperor did not seem overly concerned with capturing us, and we did not know where to go.
He didn't consider us a threat. We had no way of fighting him. Just as with Sun High, only a spirit monk can face him with hope of success.
That's why we came here. Dawnstar's vision seemed impossible, but any hope was better than none.
Unfortunately, Emperor Sun Li sensed your stirrings in the spirit realm as well, and now we are trapped.
You do not face Emperor Sun Li. You face the whole of the Imperial Army. All of it. Not lone assassins or a single brigade, but the whole of the army, golems and all.
Only one path is passable by foot, and that is the route they are coming up. We cannot sneak past such a horde.
My marvelous dragonfly will not survive the passage either. The winds force a certain path, and the army's flyers are guarding it well. But that is our luck, as well as our sorrow. Their inferior flyers can barely stay aloft in such currents. They will not overrun us from the air, at least not in numbers.
We have a little time. They are still at the base of the mountain. I'd say the main force won't be here until tomorrow.
We will start securing the temple. The great gates of this place will grant us some valuable time. At least they will not take us by surprise.
Fortifications. Perhaps I will remove some of the ordnance from the marvelous dragonfly. Properly applied, it may prove useful tomorrow. Come, whirlwind, I need your muscle.
That's the Black Whirlwind. And as long as it makes the coming fight more interesting, I'll lift whatever you want.
is all we can do for now. Tomorrow will decide our fates.
So much has happened. Please, when the others have left, we should have a moment together. You look so peaceful, even though I know that what you've been through must have been terrible. Yes, it is, isn't it? But tomorrow that will be gone, shattered. The time we have now may never come again.
It's really pretty. I like the waterfall coming down from that mountain, and the view of these mountains here. I always have whenever I played this game. I would always take time to like admire the scenery and such. It's a really cool view of the mountains. Reminds me a lot of whenever we were in Colorado.
The time we have left is small. I wonder sometimes. I wonder what I would do if I knew that I would lose you tomorrow. And then I remember that you left me once already, and the anger I felt. I do not like the thought of being left alone. I would, and I would not be forgiving. You will survive this coming battle because I won't let you put me through losing you again. That is the understanding we must have. I have given myself to you, but if you leave me again, I will make those responsible pay dearly, you included. I no longer know who I am without you. Whatever tomorrow may bring, you'll always have tonight.
You have done well to restore the Fountains of Dirge, but they cannot shield you fully. Not with the power I now control. This is nothing more than a dream, my pupil. I can do nothing here, but I can influence things. Do you remember your fellow students? They certainly remember you. They remember how you left them to die. They died so there would be nothing holding you back. Their deaths ensured that you were properly motivated. Without you, they would still be alive.
1,000 cuts. Jade focus. Gold force.
It wasn't you.
I'm sorry. 1,000 cuts.
Forgive me. Impressive. But this was only a dream. You will not be so fortunate tomorrow.
left a few hours ago. He said he was going to see how far up the mountain they had come. We haven't heard from him since, and I'm worried.
Look, he's back!
Well, that's convenient for my nerves.
Sorry for being late. Fine, never been better. Once the bleeding stops, I'll be good as new. I went down the mountain to scout them out. I figured I could get a good estimate of how many were coming and get back here. It didn't work out like I planned. There are Lotus assassins by the score, and golems too. You didn't bury them all. They have a lot more. Imperial Army flyers in the distance too. They'll be here soon.
Bad, bad, very bad. What are we going to do? They'll be across the main bridge in no time.
Yes, we must. The golems are not just the ones you saw before. Bigger ones, giants, siege golems.
Siege golems? Oh, I've heard of those. 30 feet tall and can throw an ox. Well, pretty darn far. I didn't have time to measure. Oh, they crush walls, too. It would be bad if they reached us. The casks I took off the Dragonfly would make short work of the bridge, though. A little fire, and whoosh, earth meets sky.
You will need someone to keep any advanced Lotus assassins away from you. I will accompany you.
No, it's too dangerous for just one person. I'll go as well.
Of course. Dawnstar, a chance to prove your worth to me.
Yes, Princess.
But what about the rest?
Okay, I did that option wrong there. I wanted Dawnstar in charge. I'll remedy that.
Oh, I get it. They're coming here too, aren't they?
Who? The Lotus assassins? But they'd have to fly to get past the wall, and the winds are too strong.
Hundreds may die in crashes, but a few will get through. Do you really think Death's Hand minds such losses?
Nope, because they're expendable.
My wounds will make me a burden if I stay at your side. I will keep guard over the temple itself. Groups landing there should be small enough for me to handle. Kang, old friend. I'd like to borrow a few of your marvelously explosive casks. I have something special in mind for any assassins who breach our lines.
What? Yes, whatever you want. I have enough on my mind. During the night, I made some, reinforcements to the marvelous Dragonfly. I don't sleep much, you see, ever. Anyway, I doubt we could escape, but we can make a dent.
A short run in the flyer to take the brunt of their advance. It might be a worthwhile mission, or it might be suicide.
Well, what isn't these days? It's not necessary. I leave the decision to our illustrious leader.
Are you sure I shouldn't just charge the main gate? They wouldn't be expecting that.
Unexpected acts are not always successful acts.
You have a narrow understanding of success in battle, bun man. Must be your small head. My fill? I have been sated from wine and battle, but never filled.
It looks like we won't have long to wait. Kang better keep his mind on his task at the bridge, or this will be a short last stand.
Wait. I sense something.
Time is better spent doing than talking.
You didn't see? He was... One of the spirit monks was right there. He stayed behind to tell me that there were hidden treasures still left in Dirge.
I saw nothing. Are you sure you didn't hit your head when you crawled out of the dragonfly?
Surely Her Highness isn't jealous that I can see things she can't. The magic that restored the temple also destroyed spells that cloaked chests hidden in the ruins. The monks used these chests to hide treasures, including powerful weapons. They didn't want them to fall into the Emperor's hands. He said that one was nearby. Maybe we can find it before we reach the bridge. Lead on. You look so peaceful, even though I know that what you
Reloading this save because I want to do that option again.
Yes, it is, isn't it? But tomorrow that will be gone, shattered. The time we have now may never come again. The time we have left is small. I wonder sometimes, I wonder what I would do if I knew that I would lose you tomorrow. And then I remember that you left me once already, and the anger I felt. I do not like the thought of being left alone. I would, and I would not be forgiving. You will survive this coming battle, because I won't let you put me through losing you again. That is the understanding you must have. I have given myself to you, but if you leave me again, I will make those responsible pay dearly, you included. I no longer know who I am without you. Whatever tomorrow may bring, you will always have tonight.
You have done well to restore the fountains of Dirge. They certainly
1,000 cuts. Go forward. Left us to die.
It wasn't you. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Now I see.
1,000 cuts.
It wasn't your fault.
impressive.
Sky left a few hours. Well, that's convenient.
No. What? You would put her in charge of my safety?
Now, Lien, we have to hurry. It's an emergency, so follow my lead.
You assume a great deal, Dawnstar, but it is not my choice. Gather your toys, Kang.
Yes. As fast as I can without dropping the casks. Earth meets sky, remember?
But what about the rest of us? Why? My
I sense something.
Fano fan wowo shimir, cho ikakir wo ifuro up.
What are you staring at? Shouldn't we be going to the bridge?
You didn't see him, did you? It doesn't matter. I know what we're looking for. Follow me. I am thankfully restored. I am thankfully restored.
I have to wedge the casks of dragon powder under the bridge. The Lotus assassins are sure to come up that pass any minute. Keep them from this end of the bridge. Here they come! Hold them off! I only need a minute.
Try not to fight like a farmer, Dawnstar.
Booyah! Oh! Gotcha! Nope. Ouch. Ah. There we go.
Nuts and bolts! One of the fuses came loose. I need another minute. Or two.
I forgot about that. Moonwalk. That was awesome.
It's done. Get away before it explodes. The fuse is a short one.
Boom.
Stop the main force, but flyers don't stop at bridges. Our friends at the temple may have only gained a few minutes.
I am thankfully restored. I am thankfully restored.
Damn it, they've given us a few minutes already. Dawnstar and the princess did their job too well. That's better.
Just shut up and get ready.
Now that's a big one. Finally, a worthy fight.
Oh, baby. Gotcha. Ouch.
Total slaughter.
Nice. Oh, baby. Wonder if he was stuck there for a minute. Whoop. Thank you. Hup.
Bringer of pain.
$50.
Destroyer of lives.
Got him. Got him. Nope. Got him. Bad idea. Bad idea. Yes, give me the health. Thank you.
Ravager of the ages.
Come on. Shoot. Got him. Nice. One more for 100.
Just kill the golem already, would you?
Nice. Had to. I could not resist doing that.
I think we should go back to the temple. And quickly, before those flyers drop more Lotus assassins.
More is good. Let them come.
But we'd be safer in the temple.
We're safer if I destroy the enemies they send. I prefer an active defense. That's better. That racket is distracting me from the cries of my enemies. Sky better have a good reason for ringing that bell. I have let no one pass. Not with all their parts, at least. You go. I'm having too much fun here. Ah! Come to my axes, all of you.
Good, you are here. The trap is set, the signal sent. It's all up to you now. No, this is something I couldn't tell you about. Please, give me a chance to explain. You'll like what I have to say, I hope. I was approached, once or twice. The Lotus Assassins offered much, even the chance of returning my daughter. But I assure you, I did not plan to betray you. You showed me that the world, my life, is not as pointless as I once thought. My daughter is long dead. Their offer only shows how desperate you have made them. I let them think I agreed, but hear me out. I couldn't risk that someone else in the group was also tempted. They might tell Death's Hand the plan was discovered. This is a chance to isolate the leader of the troops. Death's Hand thinks that he and a group of assassins will enter the temple unopposed. But I have a surprise. I set traps. Remember how I asked Kang for some of his explosive casks? The assassins will be destroyed, and Death's Hand will be yours alone. He's an arrogant one. I doubt he'd consider the possibility that my loyalty to you would be stronger than my fear of him. The bell was the signal. He'll be here. Thank you for this opportunity, by the way. I can never face Death's Hand myself, but I want to make him pay for thinking I would be so weak. Use my daughter against me, will he? Make him hurt.
Very good, Sky. You have proven a useful tool.
Guess again, you slab of rot. That should soften him up. I may not be able to fight him while I'm wounded, but at least I did this. I'll go warn the rest.
You have a better grip on your fellows than my master thought. The plight of a dead child is difficult motivation to resist. I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's Hand. Sun Li commands that you die. I must obey. The will of the Master guides me. The strength of the dragon empowers me. I cannot be defeated. I must obey. You know nothing about me, about what I endure. Your fists will not defeat me, not while I must obey.
Sunhai linked him to the stolen power of the water dragon and bound him to my armor to taunt me, an unrelenting, unbeatable force that wore the face of my betrayal. Now he is mine. Do you pretend to have insight into my character? Some great truth from beyond the pale that will reform me? I am no villain. There is no malice in my actions. I had no choice. My brother had no restraint. A world under his heel would be chaotic and violent. I will bring order. I will ensure that everyone is safe within their roles. You claim intimate knowledge of me. I should have suspected that a journey through death would reveal many secrets, but your understanding is flawed. I am not here out of revenge. Sorrow at their deaths did not bring me here, but rather anger at my brother for destroying my possessions in so petty a manner. In the end, it changes nothing. I intend to make the Empire a better place. As a god, it will be a simple matter. Arise, Death's Hand! You are bound to this power, and you will not stop until this fool is dead. You have learned much about your heritage as a spirit monk, but you missed the most important lesson. They are all dead. Their skill did not save them. Do you intend to rescue Death's Hand? Perhaps you think you can appeal to his conscience, to the remnants of kin that swim in that helmet. Will you? I wonder why you oppose me when you are so willing to assume my methods. Come then, pit your will against mine. Take him if you can.
Booyah!
Enough! You have cut the strings to my puppet, but you will know defeat soon enough. I grow closer to the heavens by the minute. Take this corpse. See if you can throw away such a useful tool. I will face you at the height of my power, in the heart of my empire. Your master awaits you, child.
Please, let me rest. Let my spirit finally have some peace.
No, I don't think so, Death's Hand.
Do not step down that low road. This is a mockery of life. Step back from the path my brothers took, that I took. Know this, spirit monk. You walk a path very near that of your master. Both lead to power, but the cost cannot be avoided. Know this, spirit monk. There are prices to pay.
always did like how he delivered that line. It's the way he says it. It's just chef's kiss. That's just perfection. I love it.
I find this matter most unsettling.
What? He's a damn good fighter. Better to have him as an ally than an enemy.
Not an ally, he's enslaved.
At least we know where he is. It might be best to leave him this way. Can you blame us? There is an unsettling new presence in the group.
An odd kind of trophy to collect. Very hard to display without reaction.
Binding the spirit of a member of the royal family is not acceptable.
I am more interested in how you made it happen. Having him here is troubling, but I see that he could be useful.
I do not like that he is here. It seems cruel, even if he was our enemy.
Tools must be respected, but they are still just tools.
That could apply to any of us. That is why this is cause for concern.
As a member of the royal family, I must protest. You cannot do this if you want my support.
I don't care if he goes or stays, but the twisting of a man's soul should not be allowed.
Such a thing is not natural. I won't follow you if this continues. I'd rather face my wife again.
Gonnoir kupta tanir kun aso. Siir sukut afifir noni. Kukfisti sun puno suuk sir sisitsu toir
You have the ability to do such a thing? I suppose there may be no choice if we want to succeed.
You would dare attempt to steal my will? I could not imagine a more horrible fate.
I could suffer the imprisonment of my body, but having my mind taken would be a horror. You know me. This would be unbearable. Won't you listen to reason?
If it must be done. Come on, let's get this over with so we can get to our next battle.
It would seem that the group is again of one mind.
Who cares what brings them to the front line, as long as they fight when they get there?
You have removed all choice in the matter, the weakest ploy of a poor leader.
Perhaps it is best that you are held this way. All others in your family descended to treachery eventually.
Examine your own weakness before daring to judge your betters, little Dawnstar. You would be here if you were stronger.
You must see that these are not the actions of a just man.
I am free to move because I know that lost causes are lost for a reason. The friendly face has changed what is truly right or wrong.
While I do not wish to take sides in the management of my fellows, I must agree that we need to move forward.
Kukawuk takti yir. Wapanir misa irpan.
A good idea. It will allow for some adjustments to the marvelous dragonfly. The landing here was rough. I will ferry whom I can for an initial assault. Give me a few moments. We will leave at your command when my work is done.
Last chapter.
So many changes. The Jade Empire is not the place I once thought it was. The closer we get to power, the more I love what we were becoming. So many lies. The Empire needs your firm hand. Death's hand is a fine symbol of your power. The Princess and Sky are fools for not seeing his worth. Someone has to turn the evils of others to good. There will be time for whatever you want. If nothing else, I can depend on you to make the world suit your schedule. Everyone else in my life has betrayed what they were supposed to stand for. You alone have stayed true in your actions and words. Will there be time for us if we take it? Good. I used to think that harmony and balance would save the world. Now I know that those are just words misused by everyone. You have shown me that no one else is worthy of that seat. I know you will make things as right as they can be. And well they should. There must be punishment for the evil that has come to pass, and there must be control to ensure it does not happen again. I know everything will be fine. You will see to it.
Get out of my sight.
I don't think so.
You have seen nothing of my temper. This indignity is beyond all belief. I would kill you if I could. No choice. Lies. I see now what a coward, what a child you are. You are no better than your master, doing anything to get your way. There is no strength in this. Only the most insecure leader would command such forced obedience. Are you so fearful of opposition? Poor child, grasping for control. Leave. You sicken me.
While my duties don't seem to have changed much, I find this form of servitude even more degrading than the kind my gentle wife imposes. I am not alone in my own head. My every move is echoed in my mind by your approving or disapproving guidance. I am beginning to recognize that. If there is nothing else, I must do what I can to ready everyone for the coming fight. Just as you would have it.
Please, I don't want to talk.
Look at me! Look at me!
My head moves as you direct, but that makes you a master, not a friend.
His face!
You collar those who would be friends so that they have no chance to oppose you. That is not sport, that's fear. I do not know who you have become. When this is all done, will the people of the Empire recognize you as one of their own, or just another tyrant?
Hello. I suppose the marvelous dragonfly is ready.
Yeah, we can go ahead and move.
Too many more times. Just make sure you are done talking to everyone. I lost the interior baffling, so you won't be able to hear a thing once we are in the air. Oh, I think they know you are ready. Every eye is on you. Across the whole Empire, I think. We'll have to see if you are worthy of that gaze, All right, everyone in.
We are here. Have you any other directions? Perhaps I should sweep the ground before you walk on it.
That isn't a bad idea, Princess. How many times have you ordered some poor servant to do something similar?
That servant likely had at least the illusion of choice.
Good gosh! Man, the savagery is strong! Oh, man. I love this game.
For safety.
A startling revelation from Kang.
Oh,
Looks like
dude.
there will already be enough chaos to go around without your talents.
He is worthless for what comes. She will coerce and belittle. Trust your desire.
This is going to be a mess. I know it is.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
My master.
You have come. Destiny set this moment in motion, but from here, your choices are your own to make. Your master awaits you, but he is not yet aware. You have time to alter things to your favor. You have time to set us all on the path to rebirth. Learn what has come before, and you will understand what must be done now. Follow into the depths and see what was done in search of my power.
Spirits know many things. How to assault a fortress does not appear to be one of them. Follow her, and take someone with you. But whoever you leave behind should take another route. That way they don't get behind you and we'll all get equal fight.
You don't know the palace. You will wander aimlessly.
I always wander aimlessly, and I always find my way. Besides, we've been here before.
The palace is open to those with clear intent. Lose focus, and you lose your way.
Bah, too much talk. It's time to kick in some doors.
I'm healed.
tombs of the greatest emperors. Here the Empire was built, and here the heart of it is laid to rest. Now that heart is torn out, like another to come. It was gutted to allow the flow, to guide the water that pours from a crime against the heavens and the order of all things.
Room had to be made. The old is cast aside.
What hope is there for the future when the past is cast so roughly aside? The living are the victims. If this is how the past is treated, what can you expect for the future? Nothing done will matter because it will all be swept aside. Everything is someone or something's past. This is why mortals cannot wield the power of the gods. They cannot see the complexity of the world. For some things, this is true. But if you look too closely at the current crisis alone, you risk upsetting a greater balance. That was the mistake made here. Emperor Sun would not accept that his empire had to fade so that something new would bloom. He declared war as if the drought was an advancing army. He and the glorious strategist focused on me, the water dragon. I symbolized the fading they wanted to avoid and the regrowth they desperately needed. I became the answer to everything. Press further, and you will see the source of the lush new empire under the brothers' sun. You must see it with your own eyes to comprehend what they have done.
Here is the source as she was laid open. She is a trophy representing all that we accomplish. Her power leads to feed an empire.
Behold, words would not have sufficed. You had to see with your own eyes to truly know my fate. This cannot continue. Fight them. Show them that such things will not go unpunished.
Thousand cuts. Key focus. Golden board. Thousand cuts. Thousand cuts. Key. Golden board. Thousand cuts. Long sword.
This is what he has done. This is what your master Li allowed. For 20 years, my body has bled, separate from the spirit, feeding the Empire and the Emperor. It is an agony that you cannot fathom. To have fallen so far into the hands of men. Rebirth is impossible while this continues. No!
By all the heavens.
This is not right. Gods do
amazing. Such a creature to be mishandled so. The arrogance of the family son knows no bounds. I have never seen such a crime against the proper order of things.
Every freedom I cherish is violated by this.
As was commanded, the beast was cut open to sustain the Empire, for the good of all, the greatest evil.
You small creatures, you heard the sounds of battle, but are you truly prepared? What will become of your world if my kind fall to the same evils that plague you? Your masterly must be stopped. The Empire must find balance without the flow of hard water he has unleashed. Water flows from the wound that will not heal in the body that cannot die. Part of me functions as an aspect of our world, elemental in nature. It was never meant to flow free. It is not infinite. The Jade Empire is green, but somewhere another land goes thirsty. All things are linked.
Nothing was solved. The problem was merely pushed onto someone else's plate.
You are a spirit monk, charged with guarding the order of things. You were not born to this role, but as the last, a solemn duty falls at your feet. I cannot be healed. My body has been cut open, my heart removed. I should rejoin the great wheel, but I am defiled and cannot rest. Rebirth can only come when my essence is free. To defeat your master, you must stop the power he draws from me. Soon he will be too strong, even for you. Your master abuses the amulet he took from me. His brother did not have that luxury, so he needed to draw my essence slowly. The toll on his body was grave. Your master does not have to be so cautious. The amulet is not a source of power, but it is a focus. He partakes of energy that mortals were never meant to hold. He laughs at it greedily, expecting your return. You must destroy the source of that power. You must destroy my body. When he falls, all that is mine will then rejoin my spirit. Rebirth.
An interesting question. You would at least be no worse than those who have tried so far.
It is tempting, I know, but care must be taken. Even the strong-willed have misused this energy.
I do not think the mind of a mortal was meant to hold such ability.
This is where it begins. A question of similar intent was the start of all our grief.
Beware what you say, for you are still mortal and open to the same weaknesses he and his brothers displayed. It seems that you learned your lessons in the spirit realm a little too well. Yes, blood from your mortal companions could be used to poison my body. The energy flowing to Sun Li would be disrupted, making him vulnerable. Defeat him, and my power would remain trapped in this body, for you to use. You could claim his place, become a god. As the blood poison waned, your power would surpass his and eventually consume my very being. But the water that flows from me now sustains the Empire. If you poison my body, you poison wherever that water flows. You would taint the heart of the Empire.
choice?
Your will alone would decide what those improvements are? What about tradition?
Yes, so much pain could be avoided with a strong hand.
To make things better, that was our wish. We failed.
One you are destined to make. I will stand by you, my love.
Do not make me take part in this act. If I could move against you, I would. You must not do this.
You are a far greater evil than I imagined. My mistake was ever giving my loyalty in the first place.
The horror of this. Please, see the consequences and remember who you are.
Enough. If this must be done, let it be done quickly.
No, must I be bound while this happens? I would fight.
You coward! At least give me the freedom to try and stop this.
Struggle as best you can. Your world is in the balance.
Whatever is your will, Master.
Let me fight for you. There's so much death here, and none yet by my blades.
I will help as well. It must be done, and we can permit no dissension.
I have no choice, though I know I will not win. Come.
Face me then. I will fall for the empire I once believed in.
This I really don't care for. Someone, help!
If they fight for me, they will benefit from my influence as you have, Spirit Monk. The heavens guide your hands. Pray it is enough.
Whoosh!
This act only confirms what we must do next. Sun Li awaits you in the throne room.
showed me. I will follow as well as I can, love, but I do not know if I will be much help. I could not stand against the previous emperor, and Master Li is stronger.
Danger in front or danger in back. Only a fool forgets to keep an eye in both directions.
Excuse me.
As you wish.
Here we go. Final showdown time.
Ah, there you are. I knew you would come, and I have grown very good at waiting. You are very different from the student I once taught. Death changed you, I imagine. I apologize for that indignity, but it was necessary. It was also meant to be the end of you, but you surprised me again. I should have studied young people before wiping them out. Even so, I did my best. I made you strong enough to achieve your destiny, but with a weakness I could exploit. I thought I anticipated everything, but you proved me wrong.
Does it? Does it really? No, spirit monk. I am far from beaten.
I killed hundreds of your kind, thousands, just for the chance to become a god. I can't let you live. Now that I am one, I am more than Sunhai ever was. I will undo the damage of his ignorance, force the dead to their rest, and keep the waters flowing. My empire will be ordered, obedient, and neither ghosts nor gods will plague it. And you are all that stands between me and the new peace. My brother summoned underlings to defeat you. I will create them from the very stone.
1,000 cuts. Keep going forward. Thousand cuts.
Leave awaits. The first battle was to test your resolve and abilities. He is ever the glorious strategist.
An impressive display. Your star shines bright, but it is still trapped within a mortal body. Perhaps a more direct application of my power will show you what you are up against. And just how restrictive your shell truly is. Yes, this will amuse me. Worse than actually dying. Seeing death come and being unable to stop it. Physical barriers are no match for those we place in our minds. My power has encased you in doubt, held you with the weight of your burden. You and your followers are
Love that pose. Love that pose he does. The confident smirk. Like, haha.
Once again, I misunderstand. The raw energy.
Love it.
You are far too resistant to it. The loyalty you inspire is also tiresome, but I respect it. You have truly become a spirit monk. In another time, I would be proud of your ability. You are quick with a threat, as I encouraged in your earliest lessons. It is not the first time my efforts have been turned against me, but I learn quickly. I see now that the Water Dragon's power is the prize, not the means to victory. No matter what I expend, while you live, you will resist. That is your role. It is the celestial bureaucracy attempting to restore balance. We must bring the fight back down to Earth, unless you are made to see reason. No great waves of energy, no demons from the walls. Skill versus skill, master versus student, as you said. I expect you have corrected the flaw in your style. No matter. Beyond the basics, I also taught you focus. Match me if you can.
Thousand cuts. Jade. Go forward. Thousand cuts.
You surprise me yet again. I'm a better teacher than I thought.
Kaboom. that's it. That's Jade Empire by BioWare. Let's let the credits roll. I got one more treat left that I want to share before we wrap this up. 318. Okay. All right. I'll jot that down in the spreadsheet in a little bit. All right. As promised, I have one more treat I actually want to share. What I would like to demonstrate and share is I have this PC special edition copy here that's actually physical release with the gatefold cover. Absolutely really sweet. Absolutely incredible. I want to show you the contents inside as well. This wickedly bad acid poster. Got the art book here. I actually want to look at this again because I've not looked at this in a really long time, and this is something I actually want to go over and discuss. Maybe not discuss, but read again at some point. And then we have here the owner's manual. Have the owner's manual there. I also have the original Xbox copy here. That's also complete in the box. This is with the book and 2 discs because the second disc has the bonus content on there. I've not looked at it in a long time, and that's something I vowed to look at again. And I have, believe it or not, a physical release or a physical copy of the soundtrack composed by none other than Jack Wall, the man who would go on and compose the soundtrack for Mass Effect and other projects. So, I bought this game a long time ago, around the age of either 18 or 19, at a GameStop in a mall, actually, and I did not know anything about this game. I truly didn't. I did not know anything about it. I had missed out on the original Xbox version back in 2005, and I bought this game. I think it was like $40 at the time I bought it, but I was able to get it around for $30, I believe. I think I had like a coupon I used for it at that time or something like that. And I didn't know anything about it. I looked at it. I didn't watch a trailer for it or anything. I really didn't. This was a blind purchase. And wonderfulness absolutely just ensued. Like, as soon as I heard the opening theme to this game, I knew I was going to be in for a really special treat. This is a game I've not gone back and revisited in many years, and the reason is because I've just not had time, or I've been playing other games, and it's really just been a mix of those two there. But for me personally, this is a game that I feel, in my opinion, that really does not get enough love or attention. It really doesn't, and it's such a shame. And I watched a YouTube short video, and I don't remember who it's by, but I do remember it was a gentleman that said this game walked so that others like Mass Effect and Dragon Age can run, and that is absolutely true. This is a game I've replayed many times over and have absolutely sank many years into because I love the replayability of this game, and to me, it's very unique because this was my first BioWare game that I truly have ever played a full version of. And there's really nothing else out there that's quite like this. Martial arts fighting, it's based in parts and pieces of like somewhere in China. I don't remember where, but however, just absolutely incredible. The voice acting in this is, in my opinion, still really superb. Graphically, it's still a really gorgeous looking game despite its age. I also have the GOG copy, which I bought off GOG a while ago when it was on sale, because this has been one of my favorite games for so many years to come, and I have so many fond memories of this game. I'm really sad this adventure is over, and this is one game every time I finish, I'm always sad and distraught by the end because it's like, this adventure's over. Like, you know, what do I do now? But this is a game that I want to go back and revisit again whenever I have more time to do so. I'll always remember my first time putting this game in my DVD optical drive and just playing it for the first time ever, and I'll never forget it. If there's one game, and I know there's any game that I've played throughout the years of my life, I wish I could re-experience for the first time, and this is one of them. This will always be one of them, and it's so unique. This is the greatest game, to me, that never got a sequel. I kind of wish it would, but the more I've thought about that, the more I've believed that, the more I've really thought, do we really want a sequel? Like, do I really want a sequel to this? And it just, would it be the same? And honestly, I don't really know. You know? But I listened to the soundtrack of this while while we were on vacation for spring break, and I kept coming back to this game, and I kept thinking about it. And I just made it a mission. I'm like, you know what? When I get back from vacation, this is the game I want to fire up and play again and revisit, because this is one of those that's I have cherished memories of, and it'll always have a place in my heart. But for now, that's going to be it. I'll see you next time. Have a good weekend, folks. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.